Right, George Rose, a heated press conference today, a bit of tension up there.
There was real tension, and the face-off between Brock and Keith, there was serious tension there. They had plenty to say to each other, and I really liked that they were both there for it. I think they're going to absolutely bung one on Wednesday night.
Where does this come from, this animosity between these two?
Well, when you put yourself in Brock's shoes, Keith's probably the best hype man, best fight seller, best talker I've seen on Australian shores, without a doubt. He's unbelievable, and the words he says, people laugh. He's saying stuff about Brock that people are laughing at, and if I'm Brock, that'd get under my skin. I'd want to punch him in the face, and at the same time, for Keith's a future Hall of Famer, a former unified world champion, and he's got this young guy over here telling him he's going to punch a hole in his head. I'd be filthy at that too. If I'm Keith and I've got the record that I've got, and some young kid here from Australia's talking shit about me like that, I would be filthy too. So I understand the tension from both sides. I'm just glad that they didn't kick off while we're on the stage, because I was the only one there to do something about it, and I'm not going to do too much.
What are you expecting in this fight? Brock's talking about coming out early, but he wants to take his time. Keith's older now. Can he last the 10 rounds? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, look, I think the action is going to happen very early. I think Brock's going to look to bung it on real early. Brock's big. He's a big, strong kid. He's come up in 8 divisions, but he doesn't look like a guy who's come up 8 divisions to where he's at now. He looks big. He looks big for the weight, and he'll walk in big for the weight. So I think he'll try to dominate with his size early and try to get close to him. And Keith's going to, I'd say Keith will look to move and show what he can do. I mean, he's a guy who's been in with some of the best boxers we've seen in the last 2 decades, and he's going to want to show that, and going to want to show everyone that he's back and ready for big fights.
Now, Tszyu was a hot topic up there today. What does that sort of say about Tszyu, that Keith, Thurman-Brock, Jarvis, they're all still talking about Tszyu?
Well, Tim's a guy who gets people to turn up the fights, who everybody tunes in to watch. He's the most watched boxer in Australia, and he's really established his name across the globe as well. So he's the guy that everybody pays. He's the guy that everybody pays to see, and if you're in a fight with Tszyu, everybody's going to be watching you. So you want a chance to make a name for yourself, you want to fight Tszyu.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it.